When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to the home of the BYU Cougars at LaVell Edwards Stadium in Provo, Utah. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Houston Cougars, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the BYU Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Houston about to kick off to get things underway. And he's going to bring it out. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. The Cougars offense will go to work first. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. We just need to see what they do today.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Makes the catch. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup. BYU coming to the line with 1st and 10. The give on the option. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for a man. It's Patterson. Gets it out quickly. He is delivering the blow while running the ball, and he gets it to the 39. The Cougars come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Looking to throw for it. Using his feet to buy time. Breaks the tackle, and he's got room. And he gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
And that is the way you set the tone. Man, early and often. Here in the first quarter, getting your first sack. Nice job by this defense. They had 4 last week, and it's looking like today it's going to be more of the same.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. And the Cougars need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete. Brought down at the 33-yard line as this defense gets a third down stop.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
He boomed it through a 50-yard field goal, showing off that powerful leg. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go.
And they don't get 7 on that opening drive, but they get 3. And this place is rocking. Night games are always so loud, so obnoxious, and these fans, they get something to cheer about with that first offensive possession.
The Cougars offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And guys, as this year has gone on, it has become harder and harder to ignore the excellence that this quarterback is putting out there each and every week.
Well, the secret's out now, and I think at the start of the year, everybody knew this guy was talented. They wanted to see if he could be consistent, though, and David, he's been that through the first half of the season. So now he's got the target on his back. He's got to elevate his play because everybody knows he's what makes this offense go.
But he's got to do it when it matters most, and that's when we start talking about winning conference championships at the end of the year, getting into the playoffs. So great start, great middle. How he finishes will determine whether he's going to be at that Heisman ceremony.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. To the air, it's Russell. Got his man. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. They're in their own territory, but they are undeterred. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. Surging forward on the sneak. They'll make the stop, but the chains will move. It's a first down for Houston.
Man, when I was at Florida, Steve Spurrier would wait for this opportunity in a game, 4th and inches, and he'd signal in Red Snoopy. Quarterback sneak. It works every time.
Wants to throw on first down. Gets it to him on the screen. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs, and they're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the...
He's going to let it go. He's got it inside the 30. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line.
Throws a nice completion there for a first down. This guy has been the biggest key to this team's success all season long. He's shown up in big moments. He's won big games. He's putting up big numbers, and that's...
He'll take a shot. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Steps away. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. You look to be backed up, and then suddenly you're not. Big play has them across the 50, and they'll have it 1st and 10. Hauls it in. They finally get to him, and what a play there to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Works his way ahead for about 3 yards, stopped at the 23. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll give it to the back. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. Quite a bit of work to do on 3rd down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. Looking for a man. It's Patterson. Pressure coming. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
He splits the uprights. There is a flag on the play. Now, if this is on the defense, it might not change that much. Offense has already made the long field goal. Might be the worst-case scenario for this defense. Thought they'd held them to 3. Now the offense with a chance for more. Give to the running back. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
There's so many of these read plays with quarterbacks because they're so smart and they're so athletic now. He makes the correct read, the correct decision, goes and gets the first down. New set of net.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Cougar! Precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
The AT unit on the field. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 25 clash today. Indiana is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage to this point. But you take a look at the scoreboard, and you see we have ourselves a tight game. They're up by 4 over Maryland. We'll circle back to this Big Ten battle. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low.
He's loose. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last field. You can see on the sidelines, guys. Not wait to get back out there, and that time It was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the first.
Turning it on. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. Hauled down, but he has enough to move the chains.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
That's the end of the quarter, and BYU is on top. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. First play of the period will be a second down. To the air, it's Russell. Quickly complete. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play.
Well, this guy has shown up time and time again for his football team. Top 10 statistically in passing yardage this year, but it's been in big games, in big moments where he's really shined. And that's why this guy's in contention to win the Heisman Trophy.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback on the move, still looking. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. The Cougars really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. He gives them a fresh set of downs, and this one will be 1st and goal from the 6. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Unleashes to the end zone. While the pass is incomplete, the flag is down. I think that was a free play for this offense. Defense was in the neutral zone.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
I guess the good news on that penalty is at least the defense didn't have to back up that far. It's still into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Cougars.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole. He saw it. He put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. They march 78 yards down the field and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Jukes his way for more. And BYU will get the first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. The Cougars can really attack on this second and short. The play action fake. Throws to the wideout. On target to the left. He makes the stop at the 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 15, and they've got it in plus territory. This BYU offense set up with another first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Sends it downfield. Threads it inside the 10. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. The big, explosive play put them right on the edge, but you got to finish the deal. Motion from the wide receiver. Touch pass on the jet sweep. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Offense trying to go push pass on first down on the goal line, but the defense, tremendous surge up front. They get penetration, and they get the tackle for loss.
Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. This time, they get him in the backfield, and they take back what he got on the previous play.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
They got him the football, but he could not convert. It'll be fourth down. Trying to pound it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, BYU!
We've seen this guy do it time and time again throughout his college football career. On critical down and distances, he shows up for his offense. He did right there on fourth and goal.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The returner will field it and try to do some business. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. And they haven't got the outing they had hoped for from this junior quarterback. They thought they'd be able to lean on their passing game, but so far it has been a complete struggle. Turnover didn't help either. They've got to take care of the football. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him. And
looking to take a shot. Brings it down on the right side. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
Defenses have their hands full with him. They just give up a big pass there for a first down, but it's not just the arm you got to worry about, it's his legs too. This guy's top 10 in the nation, total touchdowns scored, and that's why he's in the discussion for the Heisman Trophy.
That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it first and 10 just outside the 40. Back to throw, it's Russell. Takes a hit as he fired.
Things just not going as easy for this guy as they did his last game out. Last time he completed over 70% of his throws. This week, though, defense taking some throws away. They've made some plays. He just hasn't been quite spot on with his accuracy. He's going to have to play better.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. Just barely enough to tuck it into that right corner.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air on first. Using the quick game. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Trying play action. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. It's complete to the left. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Here comes the Houston offense once again. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense...
The ball scored it out! Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
As a defender, you dream about those big hits. You work hard on it in practice, closing space, getting close, and just sticking that guy and causing the fumble.
To be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. He'll pull it on the read. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I don't think the quarterback made the right read on that play. I know they're asking a lot of his QBs, got a lot to focus on with the pass game and all the different types of runs that they have in their playbook. But on that play there, that pre-snap look told me to hand it off.
Looking to throw, it's Patterson. Under fire. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
And add another one to the tally. This guy leads the nation in sacks. The nation. He's the best pass rusher. Getting to quarterbacks, making life really, really hard. That's 2 on the day. Let's see how many he gets today.
They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd down, he drops the throw. Deep shot for the end zone. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Gives it on the option. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Intercepted. Oh, what a play. Didn't get much on the return, but what a huge play, and they are in business at the 24.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to throw. It's Patterson. Just 2 him down at the 31. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Man, this is something. They got to get in a rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football over.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Looking left. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. He gets a hand on it, it's blocked.
Yeah, and those field goal blocks, when you can get that penetration right up the middle, the quickest point, right to the kicker. You can't go through the center because you can't touch the center with his head down, but a nice job getting some penetration, getting their hands up in the air and getting the block.
Off play action on first down. And here's the third interception of the night. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
Boy, this defense is ridiculous. On point. They know how to rush the passers. Multiple guys getting it done. 5 sacks, and we are still in the first half.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass D. And the Cougars need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He hurls one deep down the left side. Pulls it in down the sideline. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. The new popular phrase for a favored team not really coming out of the gates quickly is that they're playing with their food. There are a lot of peas being pushed around the plate right now, guys.
Yeah, Reese, they've been stumbling around. They've been making mistakes and shooting themselves in the foot in this game. But, David, I think you also have to give credit to the underdog in this game because they're just playing with more intensity. They look like they want it more.
Oh, dude, when you come out the gates in the first quarter, it's adrenaline, it's passion, it's being talked about as the underdog. As this game goes on, can they keep that intensity up? Right now, they're doing a heck of a job.
And it's third down, but they're taking no chances. They'll send the field goal unit out before halftime. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And now the lead's extended a little further.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Coverage team there to make the stop. They avoid disaster, and that's the end of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a great atmosphere today in Provo. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to our broadcast team inside Lavelle Edwards Stadium.
BYU will try to boot it deep to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're dead.
He'll take the deep shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half, but, man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the third quarter. They got to get it going now.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. He'll take another shot here. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn.
He's taking the shot. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
I love the defensive mentality coming out here early in the third quarter. They've got the lead. They know the offense is going to be aggressive and start taking shots. A really nice play call that time, and an even better job in the back end in the secondary being ready for it. It just feels, guys, in this game like the defense is staying one step ahead.
Opening play of the drive. Coming out on first down with the play fake. He's going to run it. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain.
This defense is not going to be patient with this quarterback. They know that they have to affect him, and they have to dictate to him. So that time, they send the blitz. They're not even giving him.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And if your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He's got it. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stops. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. Dropping back, it's Russell. Quick strike complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. So now it's second and long. Back to pass. Finds the tight end. At the 45 on his way. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37.
And you really want your best player to be your quarterback, to be your leader. And he's been that all year long. Dude, he's in the top 10 passing in all of college football, and he's leading this team very much in the Heisman race. And guess what? Got a chance to end the year strong, make a statement, and go out and be maybe the best player in all of college football.
Across the 25. Got the first himself. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Indiana is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage to this point. But you take a look at the scoreboard, and you see we have ourselves a tight game. They're up by 11 over Maryland. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one. Back to you.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Plucks it out of the air. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's third and long. Bringing the heat. Flips it out on the screen. Couldn't find any more room up the sideline, and he's pushed out of bounds at the 36. BYU with the first and 10. They're going to run it. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
He goes down at the 47 after a 5-yard pickup. BYU has this offense clicking. The give to the tailback. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Cougars come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. He's got it. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. Got it done in the passing game on the last play, and let's see what they do on 1st down. Got his man. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. The Cougars kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. Looking to throw, it's Patterson. Into the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down. This is one of those momentum turning points. If this defense can force a field goal attempt, that is a victory for them. He cannot get it in, a mere inches away from pay dirt.
And down here near the goal line, you got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be keying him too, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be finding a way to try to get some penetration, anticipating this guy to touch it again.
He'll do it himself. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
That's such a terrible feeling, too, if you're the quarterback, because on 4th down, they're calling for you on a designed run. They're putting all their hopes on you to somehow go out and get that first, and he knew it. There was just nowhere to go. It's got to be a team.
There he goes! And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
And how about the year he's put together? I mean, he is in the top 10 in passing in college football, obviously. And obviously, we're talking about him for the Heisman. But just a guy you've been able to trust.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. And the Cougars trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Under fire. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Line is set on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. And that one's incomplete.
Can't rest on your laurels as a quarterback. We know how much success he had last game when he completed over 70% of his throws. This game, though, he's just a little bit off. At times he looks like he's pressing. He hasn't been overly accurate. That's the reason why he's completing somewhere around 50% of his passes.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. It's runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. The Cougars with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Gives it on the option. Really nice job there to pick up the 1st down and get it to their own 41. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Here's a heat. Setting up the screen. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. The Cougars with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. And throws off the RPO. And the defense holds firm up at all on that play. A third down try for the offense. Got it, looking for the first down. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Off the play fake on first down. On the move to his left. Trying to escape and get it himself. They stop him just a link or 2 short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. And the Cougars come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the grab. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Dropping back, it's Russell. He's going for it all. Catch inside the 30 and still running. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
Well, late in the year, this guy is square in the middle of the Heisman Trophy discussion because of his performance. He throws a nice completion there for a first down, but it's been week in, week out. Big moments. He's led this team to a ton of wins. He is their best player.
The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
If you're going to be a quarterback in the Heisman race, you've got to win games and you got to put up big numbers, and that's exactly what this guy has done all season long. Top 10 in the nation in passing yardage, and he's the big.
Beck's going for the goal line. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up.
Touchdown, Houston! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
And this is a running back, guys, that gets better as the game goes on. Here we are late in this one, and he's still breaking off big runs. Impressive, making people miss, showing you the speed. And that touchdown gives his team the lead.
And he puts through the extra point. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he's coming out of the end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Pocket breaking down. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12. Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. To the air, it's Patterson. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack.
Another sack on the day. This offense has to do something different. Maybe bring in more bodies, run max protection, keep more guys in the block, only send a couple guys out to run pass patterns. You got to do something different. But bottom line, you got to protect that QB.
And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. The Houston offense comes onto the field. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the catch. It's Longo. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Makes the grab. Gets the foot down. Just precision execution on that big play. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man quickly. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs. The give to the back. Oh, gives him the tough stiff arm.
And with the lead late in this football game, I expect to see more of this from this offense. And what am I telling my running back, who's already put the ball on the ground once today? Two hands on the football. We're not fighting for all this extra yardage. Like, protect the football. We cannot put that thing on the deck.
And that is why this guy is a true dual-threat quarterback. You've seen him all game, hurting them with his arm, already over 200 yards passing. And how about his running ability now? And flashing that on the option play. There's a variety of ways he can take the game over, and the defense is figuring that out fast.
He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on first down in the red zone. Here comes the heat. Sets up the screen. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. And they take it in for 6 more points. That score pushes us out to a comfortable margin, and they are oh so close to a 10-game winning streak.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Snags a quick pass on the left.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Patterson. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the 1st. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack. Great place to start for this offense. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue.
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the 4th quarter.
And now, with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the 4th. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Texas is trailing, but they are within striking distance. Kind of like when Major Applewhite turned a huge deficit in the 2001 Holiday Bowl into a win. Maybe today is deja vu. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Kentucky. Implications galore inside the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big should happen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were really disappointed not getting that first down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
BYU lines up quickly.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Rushes on him. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
And when you get these quarterbacks and these offenses in 3rd and long, and you know it's passing situations, man, KD bar the door, let's rush the passer, bring everybody. You know what's coming. Get after the QB, and you cause the fumble. Great 3rd down execution by this defense.
They are so close to a score, they can smell it on the first play of the drive. 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Cougar! And the stomping has commenced. That ought to be enough to make this lead insurmountable, and with it, they'll be a perfect 10-0.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation, and they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet, and that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
And he added the extra point. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. And he's going to try to return this one. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. And after that last turnover, David, prime example, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets.
And it just puts you behind the 8 ball. I mean, this offense has to do something, put it together. You got a deficit, Palmer. You need some mojo. Something needs to go your way.
At this point of the game, they've got to score touchdowns every time they have possession.
Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. The Cougars in a good spot here with 2nd and short. He'll keep it himself. What a job out front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
And as a defensive player, you see so much option nowadays and so many different variants of it. And you got to play very disciplined, sound football. And you could tell he knew he was responsible for the quarterback. He goes and gets him, sits him on the ground, creates a tackle for a loss.
Great job rallying to the football by this defense. 3rd down, QB's trying to extend the play, but great team speed on defense, now setting up 4th.
Can't get him to the ground. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. This has been a good day for the offense and a particularly outstanding performance from the quarterback. And wide open spaces. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. And they don't have to go for a touchdown here with this little time left and with the lead, but they might anyway. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.